Hello, my little weirdos. It has been talked about. I've been hearing it a lot about, of course, since tomorrow's inauguration, about the second generation, if he does do the deporting, if he's able to. Because everything that we've told you that he, and Project 2020, he wants to do all of it. How much he's going to be able to get done and how much it's going to be able to get blocked is what matters right now. And that's just because he might not be able to get something done that he wants to get done, or he doesn't get it done as flagrantly as he wanted it to be. It's more toned down, whatever. He still has made some ridiculous and scary, well, y'all, some say promises, I say threats, um, but there's a lot of the birthright and the deportation on that thing. And a lot of people I've brought up, and a lot of other people have brought up the fact that all of four of the Trumps children are considered second generation. I had somebody on where was it? I don't remember where it was. I can't remember. But I had said something to that degree, and they're like, no, because their father's an American citizen. Well, the fact is, his grandparents, his grandparents had the parents, they weren't legal when they had, they came over to this country. And nobody, okay, Ivana, she had Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, the original DEI, Don, Eric, and Ivanka. She had all of them before she was a legal citizen, before she got her citizenship. Melania had Trump before she got her citizenship, which was an illegitimate one anyway. The Einstein visa, she did some modeling here. She came here as a visitor, and she wound up working illegitimately as modeling, and then used that to get the Einstein visa. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's the same kind of bullshit. Pay somebody off back then, and that's how Elon got his citizenship. But she did not get her citizenship till 4 months after Barron was born. And the way historians, everybody describes a second generation citizen is even if one parent is an American citizen when that child is born, but the other parent is not, they are still considered a second generation. They're not considered like you know what I'm saying? So Donald was born in America, so let's just say he wasn't second generation, third generation. Okay, but she was not a legal citizen. They have a child, and then she gets citizenship. Her child is still, Barrett, is still a second generation. And in his deportation in Project 2025, in that whole thing, that's exactly what they describe. Same thing with the others, with Ivana. Okay? So those two people, he has such a problem with immigrants. But interestingly enough, 2 out of 3 wives were immigrants. In fact, they didn't even live in the country until they met him. Tell me he's not a walking hypocrite. Seriously, people. So, yes, now, do I think if he manages to get this through, do I really think he's going to, deport Melania and Eric and Don and Barron and Ivanka? Oh, of course they're going to get the waiver. Just because of their name. So, if you voted for him and you've got immigrant parent or parents, you just voted against your own interests, your own life, actually. So, wherever your parents immigrated from, you either better hope he can't keep that promise because we don't let him, or you better hope that your parents can teach you all about your new country. Don't like that? Talk to your cult leader. So sad. You know, all those months when he kept saying we were lying before the election? Yeah. You probably should have either listened to us, or you probably should have at least researched it to see if we were lying. Spoiler alert, we weren't lying. You were just too stubborn to admit that you were wrong. Well, I hope you see what stubbornness and lack of being able to admit when you're wrong. Nobody's perfect, okay? Especially if this was the first time you voted for him, okay? But the fact is, you did what you did. Now you got to take the consequences. But I know Republicans aren't real good about, they're good about making others get their consequences, even more than what they deserve. But they sure aren't real good at receiving their own consequences for their actions, are they? They cry like little babies, actually. Like little snowflakes. Like the little snowflakes outside. Yeah, a bunch of little crying maggots out there. So you know what? You're either going to walk around the next few years acting and saying, yeah, well, your life is not improving, probably devolving. Or you're going to finally man up and woman up and admit you were wrong, utterly wrong, and start making amends for that. Because if you don't want to do either one of those and you just want to sit in limbo and we go from wave to cool to giddy to, you know, wherever he happens to take you, just follow along like a brainless cult member. You know, basically that's what you're going to be doing from now on. And the more you give him, the more he's going to take. And the more you give him and the more he takes, the more he's going to expect from you to give up. So, oh, and he won't be giving up any of that stuff. And nobody in his wealthy buddies are going to have to pay the price. Elon was, oh, is he going to pay the, oh, hell no. He's probably going to be the president half the time. So, you know, go ahead and complain about me saying that too. Facts are facts. And if you don't like the facts, well, go to another country. Isn't that what you say to everybody else? It's kind of hard when the people are from this country and they're telling you that. Oh, what are you going to say? Oh, that's right. Make fun of my hair color, or my age, or my weight. As if that mattered to me. Hey, I'm not here looking for your compliments, okay? I'm here to try to tell you the facts and the truth. Because you haven't gotten it through anybody else you haven't listened to. So maybe if I'm just straight up fact and blunt about it, because you guys are pretty blunt, maybe you'll listen to that. It's worth a shot. So, yeah. Narcissist night tonight. Yeah. He's giving himself a pre-inauguration rally. Risking his cultists. Driving in the snow, in the cold, with kids. He doesn't care. He needs that adoration. Do you really know how pathetic that is? Such a weak human. If you have to constantly, always have other people tell you how wonderful you are, well, A, you're not that wonderful. And B, you're actually pathetic. Peace out.